Okay, so let's look at in class 4, number 2. It says find the arc length of r of t equal to I plus t squared j plus t cubed k on 0 to 2. Okay, so let's use the arc length formula. Let me write down here. So here's our arc length formula. So it's integral a to b of the magnitude of r prime. In our case, a is 0, b is 2. So let's find r prime. Let me write it here. Okay, so r prime will be this. So derivative of 1 will be 0, so it will be 0i. Derivative of t squared would be 2tj. Derivative of t cubed would be 3t squared, then k. Okay, now let's find the magnitude. Okay, so the magnitude would be 0 squared plus 2t squared plus 3t squared squared. Okay, simplifying this. We get then, so squaring this would be get 4t squared, squaring this will be 9t to the fourth. Okay, now I can factor a t squared out of both of these. Let me factor that over here. We get this then, so t squared times 4 plus 9t squared. And the t squared can come outside a radical, because the square root of t squared is just t, so I'll have a t outside here, so right here. So I get this then, so it'll be t times square root of 4 plus 9t squared. Okay, so now let's plug into our arc length formula up here with the a being 0, the b being 2, and our magnitude of r prime being this guy. Let me write it here. Okay, so our arc length will be integral 0 to 2 t times square root of, I'm putting the 9t squared first, so 9t squared plus 4. Okay, now to integrate this, I'm going to use a u substitution. So I'm going to let u equal 9t squared plus 4. Okay, so I'm going to use 9t squared plus 4. Then taking derivative, so du dt then will be 18t. So I'm going to write that here. Okay, so we'll have du dt equals 18t. Solving for du, multiplying both sides by dt. Du will equal 18t dt. And let's now solve for dt by dividing by 18t. So doing that, we get dt equals du over 18t. Okay, and now let's substitute over here. So let's make the substitutions. Okay, my u is this now. Okay, so let's make the substitutions here. So we get this, then it'll be u of 0 to u of 2, then t times square root of u, and now in place of dt we're writing du over 18t. The t's cancel here. Okay, let's keep going. And let's see, u of 2 means put 2 in place of t here. There's going to be 9 times 2 squared plus 4. And u of 0 means put 0 in place of t here. So let me write it up here. Okay, so again, u of 2 means put 2 in place of t here. It's going to be 9 times 2 squared plus 4, which is 40, if you can check. So it'll be 9 times 4 plus 4. And then putting 0 in place of t here, it'll be 9, 0 squared plus 4, which is just 4. The 1 over 18 I can pull outside the integral, so let's do that. Let's write it here. And also going to write square root of u as u to the 1/2. So I get this then, 1 over 18 integral 4 to 40 u to the 1/2 du. Okay, so integrating u to 1/2, so add 1 to the power, divide by new power. Let me write it here. So we get this, adding 1 to the power, dividing by new power. So a half plus 1 is, so 1 you can write as 2 over 2, so it's going to be 3/2 here. Okay, 3/2 there. So let me rewrite it now. So when you're dividing by 3/2, the same as multiplying by reciprocal. So I'm going to change this to 2/3 in front over here. Let's do that. So we get this then. So we can cross off a 2 here. Okay, then we're going to put 40 in and then subtract, put 4 in. Oh, sorry, I'm missing my 3/2 here on my u. Okay, now we're going to put 40 in there and then subtract, put 40 in there and subtract, put 4 in there. So let's write it over here. So then 1 over 27, 40 to the 3 halves minus 4 to the 3 halves. Now 40 to the 3 halves is not a nice number because it'll be square root of 40 cubed. You can probably break down a bit, but I'm just going to leave it like that. On the other hand, 4 to 3 halves means square root of 4 cubed, which is going to be 8 for this guy. So let's rewrite over here. Okay, so noting that again, 4 to 3 halves means square root of 4 cubed, which will be 2 cubed, which is 8. So our final answer then will be 1 over 27, 40 to the 3 halves minus 8. You can just leave your answer like that. If you want to plug into a calculator, it's fine too, but I want to see this answer actually like this. So I'm just going to leave it here. Okay, so we're done with this question. I'm going to leave the video here and we'll do the third question from in class 4 in the next video. Okay, so let's leave it here.